Hello and welcome. Have you ever really listened to the words that you tell yourself every day? What if I told you that just by shifting the way you talk to yourself, you could begin to see changes in your life in as little as 7 days? It's easy to overlook, but the thoughts we think and the words we speak have immense power. Imagine for a moment how many times you've said something negative to yourself today. Maybe it was about your appearance, your abilities, or your future. Those thoughts, though they may seem harmless, are shaping your reality. The good news is, this doesn't have to be your story. You have the power to change the narrative. For the next 7 days, I challenge you to speak to yourself differently. This is not just about affirmations or motivational quotes, this is about reprogramming your mind to think, feel, and act in a way that serves you. It's about shifting your inner dialogue from one of self-doubt and criticism to one of self-empowerment and belief. The mind is incredibly powerful, but it is also incredibly malleable. Our thoughts create our emotions, and our emotions drive our actions. If you constantly tell yourself that you're not good enough or that you can't achieve something, that becomes your reality. But when you start speaking to yourself with kindness, compassion, and confidence, you begin to change not only how you feel but also how you show up in the world. You might be thinking, that sounds nice, but does it really work? The answer is yes, it does. Your subconscious mind is always listening. The things you say to yourself repeatedly, whether positive or negative, are being absorbed by your subconscious, which then influences how you behave, how you think, and how you experience life. For the next 7 days, try speaking to yourself like you would speak to your best friend. Imagine you're giving advice or encouragement to someone you care deeply about. This small shift in your inner dialogue can make a world of difference. Think about it for a second. What do you say to yourself when things don't go the way you expected? Do you beat yourself up? Do you criticize yourself for making a mistake? Or do you offer compassion and understanding, recognizing that failure is part of the process? The way you handle these situations reveals a lot about how you feel about yourself. And it's time to start changing that. Instead of saying, I'm not good enough, say, I am constantly growing, and every challenge is an opportunity to learn. Instead of saying, I'll never be able to do this, say, I am capable, and I am already on my way to success. Instead of saying, I'm too tired to keep going, say, I have the strength within me to push through, and I can do anything I set my mind to. By shifting the language you use with yourself, you are not only changing your thoughts but also reprogramming your brain to believe in your own potential. This is how you begin to tap into the limitless power within you. Your mind is like a computer, and your thoughts are the programming that runs it. If you feed your mind positive, supportive, and empowering thoughts, you begin to create a new program, one that will help you achieve your dreams and overcome any obstacles in your path. But here's the thing, change takes time. It's not about saying positive things to yourself for a day or two and expecting everything to magically shift. It's about making this a daily practice. It's about consistently choosing the thoughts and words that will support your growth and success. Over time, this new way of thinking will become second nature, and you'll start to see the results in your life. Now, I know it might feel a little awkward at first. You may not be used to speaking to yourself with kindness or compassion. But I promise you, this is one of the most powerful tools you can use to create lasting change in your life. And the beauty of it is, you don't need anything outside of yourself to make it work. All you need is your own mind, your own words, and your willingness to change. For the next 7 days, set a simple intention: I will speak to myself with love and respect. Start by noticing when you have negative thoughts about yourself. Don't judge them or try to push them away. Just acknowledge them. Then, gently replace those negative thoughts with more positive, supportive ones. Be patient with yourself, and note that change takes time. It's also helpful to create a morning routine that supports this shift in thinking. When you wake up in the morning, before you get out of bed, take a few deep breaths and set an intention for the day. Speak to yourself in a way that encourages and empowers you. Say things like, I am excited for today, I am capable of handling whatever comes my way, or I am worthy of all the good things that life has to offer. This sets the tone for your entire day and helps you stay aligned with your new way of thinking. Throughout the day, whenever you catch yourself thinking or speaking negatively about yourself, pause and replace those thoughts with positive affirmations. It might feel strange at first, but the more you practice, the easier it becomes. And by the end of the 7 days, you'll notice a shift in your mindset. You'll feel more confident, more empowered, and more capable of achieving your goals. The impact of this practice isn't just about changing how you feel in the moment, it's about creating lasting change in your life. The thoughts we think shape our reality, and when you start speaking to yourself in a way that honors your worth and potential, you start to see the world through a different lens. Opportunities begin to show up, relationships improve, and you start attracting more of what you truly want in life. The key is consistency. It's easy to fall back into old habits, to revert to negative thinking or self-criticism when things don't go as planned. But it's crucial to recognize that these old patterns are not who you truly are. They are simply habits, ways of thinking and speaking that have been ingrained over time. And just like any habit, they can be changed. The more you practice this new way of thinking, the stronger the new neural pathways in your brain will become. You are not limited by your past thoughts, your past failures, or the voices of doubt that may have been a part of your life up until now. The past does not define you. What defines you is the way you choose to think and speak about yourself today. And today, you have the power to change your story. The more you speak to yourself with kindness, compassion, and confidence, the more you begin to believe it. And when you truly believe in yourself, there's nothing you can't achieve. One of the most powerful things you can do is to become more aware of your inner dialogue. Pay attention to the moments when you're being hard on yourself. Notice when you're doubting your abilities, criticizing your efforts, or speaking negatively about yourself. These moments are opportunities to make a change. Instead of automatically reacting with negativity, take a step back and choose a more supportive response. It can be as simple as saying, "I'm doing the best I can, and that's enough," or "I am capable of handling this, no matter what." The more you practice this awareness, the easier it will become to catch yourself before those negative thoughts take hold. It's not about eliminating every negative thought from your mind, that's an unrealistic expectation. It's about learning how to handle those thoughts with grace and shifting them in a more positive direction. You have the ability to create a new narrative for your life, and it starts with the way you talk to yourself. I want to remind you of one important thing: you are in control of your mind, and you are the one who gets to decide how you speak to yourself. It's time to stop letting the negativity, self-doubt, and criticism run the show. You have the power to change your thoughts, change your words, and ultimately change your life. This 7-day challenge is just the beginning. After these 7 days, you'll begin to see just how powerful your words can be. And once you realize this, you'll want to continue using this practice every single day. Because when you start speaking to yourself in a loving, empowering way, you begin to align with your true potential. You begin to tap into the limitless possibilities that life has to offer. So, let's start today. Speak to yourself with love, compassion, and belief. Remind yourself of your strengths, your abilities, and your worth. And in just 7 days, you'll begin to see the world around you shift in ways you never thought possible. You've got this. Now go out there and make the next 7 days the start of something truly incredible.